Ultimate budget gaming PC in 40,000 and why this is the best guide on YouTube. ये मैं आपको बाद में बताऊंगा. For now, let's start with the specs. For the CPU, you cannot go wrong with the i3-12100F. But ये तो सिर्फ 4 core है, blah blah blah. Bro, 4 core is still better than no cores. New gen hardware is way ahead as compared to the software. पता नहीं हमें क्या obsession है 5 and 7 series के साथ. BMW थोड़ी है. We have tested multiple times to see and the bottleneck barely makes a difference with the GPUs of this price segment. तो आंख बंद करके ये प्रोसेसर ले लो क्योंकि gaming and in fact even mild productivity tasks like Photoshop and Premiere Pro work really well on this. So cheapest compatible motherboard will obviously be the H610M. The S2 DDR4 version from Gigabyte is pretty good, featuring an M.2 and a PCI 4.0 at this amazing price point, which obviously we will be utilizing to get the most out of this PC. Another major reason going for Intel is 13th gen launch को ज़्यादा time नहीं लगने वाला है, which will be compatible with this motherboard. So your 6-core fantasy will still have a chance. Coming to RAM, we're keeping it plain and simple with a single 8GB stick from Corsair or G-Skill. Both are pretty good. 3200 MHz, CL16 is the sweet spot you should be looking for. Try going for the one whichever has better availability, because keep in mind you will need to buy one more of the exactly same model for properly utilizing the dual channel memory configuration. We've talked about this before as well. The RX 6400 is the no-brainer option here. A lot of people have reviewed this GPU saying the average performance is very low compared to other GPUs of this segment, but averages आपको पूरा सच नहीं बताते. अगर आप newly released AAA titles और recent MMO games को test करेंगे with medium to high settings जो हमने किया, the testing results are on your screen and if you see the average here, the RX 6400 proves to be the best value for money GPU at any price point. Apart from the RX 6500, this has no competition, at least for the games people will actually play. For storage, we recommend going for a 240GB SATA SSD or a 1TB HDD if you can't live with Utakam storage. Now 40K ही है, कहीं तो compromise करना पड़ेगा. You are still left with the M.2 slot for future expansions. You can also go with an M.2 since they are almost the same price now, but आपके motherboard में सिर्फ एक ही M.2 slot है. So we would recommend populating it with a higher capacity drive in future. अब बच गया सिर्फ PSU and case. The cheap and reliable options we choose here is the EVGA 450W bronze and Deepcool Matrexx 30 SI. Nothing fancy here, but we will get your work done as cheap as possible. One particular reason why we go for Matrexx is because compared to other cases in this price segment, ये case traveling में damage नहीं होता. Now obviously if you are a connoisseur of RGB lights, you can find alternatives to this on Amazon, but we really can't say for sure if those cases make a good choice. One reliable option would be the MX410. Keep in mind that will cost you additional 2,000. And with that, you have entered the realm of PC Master Race. Now coming to why this is the best guide on YouTube, let's start with reason number 1. Absolutely no second-hand or Chinese white label parts used in our tutorial. All the components you have chosen are from big brands and can be easily bought through known retailers in India, like us. These are components that we can back, saying that it will perform up to the mark. And even if they don't, you can easily get it replaced. Second reason, this setup will actually give you the best performance in this price segment. For gaming, that is. No other setup even comes close. Musa bhai guaranteed. And with that, we hopefully cleared everything. If you're looking to buy a PC, you can check out this complete guide on how to build a gaming PC in 2022 here. Until next time, cheers.